In this video, I'm going to neutralize my swing path. This is how you get to where you're hitting the ball very straight. We use interleaving or going back and forth between two different objectives to learn this as fast as possible. Now, the research shows that if I'm used to doing one thing, a lot of times I'll exaggerate and it'll get kind of ingrained where I'm kind of sticking around that. So let's say that you're coming too far from the inside and you're hooking it. Well, if you want to straighten it out, the fastest way to straighten that out is to purposely hit some fades. If you're doing the opposite, maybe you're always fading, the fastest way to straighten that out is by drawing it. So what I want to be able to do before I do this drill is be able to get the anti-stuck drill and be able to do that one well. I want to be able to do the shallowing drill and be able to do that one well. And then I'm going to kick it up to the next level to where I really neutralize my swing plane and hit it laser straight. So I'm going to set it up with my shallowing stick in the middle iron. I have a 6-iron here today. And I'm going to put 2 rods in here. I'm going to put one in alignment number 1 and one in the shallowing alignment slot. And what I can do is I can alternate from hitting balls here and just go back and forth and work on neutralizing my path. So start with the shallowing one. So from here, what I'm going to do, again, if you're already doing this, I'm going to assume you're able to shallow it out. I'm not going to get into the details of that. But I'm going to feel like I'm a little more tilted to the right. I'm a little more from the inside, and I'm going to try to draw one missing this stick. Let's go ahead and give that a whirl. There we go, and there, nice draw. Really trying to draw it a good 5-10 feet or so. Once I hit that good draw, I'm going to do what I call a Windshift lose stay. This, again, from the motor learning research, is a great way to practice because it gets you to focus in on the things where you're lopsided. But I'm going to keep doing that until I hit a nice draw. If I don't hit a nice draw, then I keep on working on this until I hit a good draw. As soon as I hit a good draw, that's a win, I shift. So if I lose, I'm not doing it, I stay here until I get it right. As soon as I make a win, I shift to the other side and I start working on the other side. To do the fade now, I simply just put the ball on the other side. Same alignment of the whole system is the same. The only adjustment I'm going to make here is instead of being a little more tilted away, I'm going to be a little more vertical. On this one, I feel like I'm going to swing a little more to the left and hit a nice little fade. I want this to start to the left of my target and then fade back. So there, I got the ball to fade, and you can see the difference in the divots. Definitely a fade divot, definitely a straighter to slight draw divot. Now, I should be able to alternate back and forth and have about 60 or 70% of them be pretty good. I'm not going to hit them perfectly solid, but I should get one to draw, one to fade, one to draw, one to fade. So if I do 10 tries, 10 attempts, I should have 7 wins. If I'm not getting 6, 7 wins, I need to stick here, keep doing this drill until I get those 6 or 7 wins. Then we're going to completely dial it out for the next part. So once I've done that, to get completely neutralized, I'm just going to take these sticks out. I'm going to put them into my square divots / angle of attack slot. So now I have a nice straight path. And from here, I'm going to put the ball in the middle and I'm going to work on a perfectly straight shot. So I'm doing my interleaving practice, which has been proven to help you improve 6 to 11 times faster doing those interleaving drills. So if you want to hit it straight, the fastest way to hit it straight is to alternate between fades and draws. Once I can do that, and I'm getting about 6 or 7 out of 10, then I'm really ready to fine tune it. I'm going to put it on my angle of attack setting, my square divots, and then I'm going to set up and hit a nice, perfectly straight shot here. There you go, nice straight. That ball didn't move more than a foot or so of a draw. That was a really good way of doing it. If I'm over drawing it here, go back and do a few reps on the fade side, then come back to the middle again. If I'm over fading it, go back and do a few extra reps on the draw side, work on over drawing it, and then come back to the middle. So what I'm doing is I'm just getting balanced. I'm getting neutral. And what I found is the straightest drivers of the golf ball, the best, most consistent ball strikers have a very straight ball flight. So we're just constantly balancing this out until we get our ball flight dang near dead straight. If I'm hitting a draw, it's going up and fading or drawing a yard or two. If I'm hitting a fade, it's going up and fading a yard or two, and I'm going to be pretty daggone neutral. So again, I'll hit one more here. That one drew a little bit. I'm going to see if I can get one perfectly lined out straight. So now I'm just going to feel a touch of a fade swing, maybe a little more vertical with my spine. Let's see if I can get a perfectly straight shot. I hit that pretty good. It may have been a hair off the toe, just very, very slightly off the toe, and I may have barely nicked into this inside stick. Actually pretty happy with it. I hit it solid. I just barely happened to nick that stick. I may have my ball a little too close to the inside stick there. Let's go ahead and try one more. But again, it shows you how tight the margin for error is here. That was a pretty daggone good shot. That would have been close to the hole, but I've still barely nicked that stick. There you go, and just a hair to the right. So for me right now, I've done so many videos getting people to overdraw it. I've gotten a little too biased to the inside. If I was doing this drill today, I'd stick the anti-stick drill in there, I'd work on my fades, I'd come back to neutral, and I get myself perfectly neutralized again. I know I'd be hitting it pretty daggone good. Best of luck, and I'll see you soon.